What's going on, YouTube? We're gonna go over the O2e2 Pro. It's a portable nitrox analyzer, so you can check your tanks while you're at the dive site. This is an unboxing and a review, and it's also going to be a how to assemble when you unbox it, because these do not come in one piece. Your O2 sensor actually comes in a little pouch inside of here, so that you don't get it out of the box and it's already starting to go dead, because it reacts with the air in the O2 sensor. So there was a analyzer, words, boxes. So first thing you gotta do is you need a screwdriver. You're gonna pop this little cap off right here. You're gonna unscrew this with a flathead screwdriver. And there's 4 screws. Make sure you give this video a like, leave a comment if there's anything else you want to see me review. If it's something I have, I'll review it. If it's something I don't have, don't tell Lorena, I'll buy it, and we'll give it a review. Some things obviously I'm not gonna go out and buy. Like, you're not gonna talk me into going out and buying a rebreather today, as much as I would love to. But my bank account says I'm still poor people for now. And once I started scuba diving, it really started saying I was poor people. So I don't have all the screws all the way out. Thought I did. Okay. So you just pop this little cover off. Why is it not coming out? Should have grabbed a bigger screwdriver, made this easier on myself, but I didn't feel like going out to the garage and grabbing a different screwdriver, so I stole one of the ones that my old lady stole from me. Okay, so you're gonna open this up and you're gonna see inside of your case, you have a 9-volt battery, and there'll be a little wire tucked in here. This little wire that's tucked in right here is actually what goes in the back of the analyzer itself. So I'm gonna pull this out if I can get my little fingers around it. Helps to have Chinese fingers. Alright, so then after you get that off and you get that opened up, you're gonna open your oxygen analyzer. So just pull this apart. The easiest way would be to cut it. You're going to pull your oxygen analyzer out of the sealed bag and out of its sealed package. Well, the package isn't really sealed, it's kind of just like press fit together. Okay, now, once you pull this out, you're going to screw this into your black cover. That's an Nitrox analyzer. Now, if your analyzer ever goes bad, don't think that you need to go buy a new analyzer. You could just go buy a new sensor for about half the price. You don't have to go buy a whole analyzer. Okay, so take this and you plug this into here. It's a little tiny connection. I'll show you. It's a real small connection right here that you just click it in. Oop. Probably easier to do off camera. Okay, now that I've got the analyzer plugged into the O2 sensor, you just push it into the hole, and then you can put it all back together. So you're gonna make sure you get your cord nice and neatly back down into the analyzer, and you're gonna screw this back together. And once we screw this together, I'll actually tell you, or while I screw this together, I'll tell you why I decided to go with this analyzer. And yeah, and we'll test it out after we get it together. I've got a Nitrox that has a known air in it, and I've also got a tank that has regular air in it. So the reason I bought this analyzer is it's actually really affordable. I was gonna go and buy the Dive Soft Solo, but I was trying to save a little bit of money, and I'm not analyzing helium yet, so I figured I might as well just get a regular Nitrox analyzer. I've also got a case out in the garage that I'm going to put this in. It's one that I kept on my boat. It's an airtight, watertight case, so I can keep this in there and take it with me. You don't want to leave this out, so if you don't have a case to put it in like a Ziploc bag or something, because the sensor itself actually interacts with air and it burns the air up and makes heat, which is how it tells how much oxygen is in the air. So it heats that, or it uses the oxygen as a fuel basically to heat it up. That's why these things only have a life of about 3 years. And then you'll have to start changing them. All right, and then you're gonna put this piece back on. Now you can also get an attachment because it's got this barb. You can get a hose, and then you can get a flow regulator that clicks into your low pressure inflator on your regulator. But without that, you're gonna have to do it off your tank. So to test it off of a tank, all you're gonna do is you're gonna turn this on, and it's gonna give you a reading. And now this reading is 9.5, so obviously that's wrong. The reading should be 20.9, because regular air is 20.9% oxygen, and it is 79% nitrogen. All right, so now once I've got that to 20.9, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna test a known gas. So this one was tested at the dive shop. I'm looking for 29.6 Nitrox. So 29.6% oxygen. And you don't need much airflow coming out of this. All right, so like I said, that one's reading 29.6. So this one is good to go. And right out of the box, you just put the O2 sensor in and it'll give you a reading, which is great. All you have to do is literally just calibrate it to air, and then you're good to go. So I'm gonna unpause it, because you can pause it by hitting the power button. So you take your reading. So I'm gonna take a reading right now, and I'll show you me pausing it. Okay. So this is kind of, it's got a little bit of nitrox mixed in with it. So this is close enough to air. I would consider that air. You're looking at 21.4. And you just, once you get a reading that you're happy with on the screen, you just hit this little power button right here and hold it, and it'll give you those two little dots right there, and it's telling you that it's paused. So, and then to unpause it, you just click the power button again, and it's ready to go. And then just to check the sensor, make sure it doesn't need recalibrated, just wave it back and forth a little bit, which it does need a little recalibration. Just every time you're getting ready to use it, just do that. Take it back down to 20.9, 20.9, 21. It's good enough. So I'm gonna double check this tank one more time, because it was a little bit high, but that might have been because it was a little bit out of calibration. .21 and 20.9, so yeah, it's right at 21. So this is working. It'll automatically shut off. You can just leave it run. It'll shut off on its own. I'm gonna grab a box and stick this in a box and keep it in with my dive gear so that I can check my tanks before every dive. Yeah, you can go get labels put on it at the dive shop. You're supposed to check it at the dive shop, but in reality, you want to be able to check it before you get in the water. Anything could happen. Your numbers could get rubbed off. Something could look like something that it's not. And you get to a dive. I mean, you can have a tank sitting outside forever and, you know, something happened to it. You forget what percentage it is. Gives you a little bit of peace of mind to be able to check it and know exactly what's in your tanks. Or, you know, like this tank, I could not go to the dive shop to pick it up. So I sent my girlfriend, which, you know, it's okay to send somebody else to pick up your tank as long as you have a way of checking your tank before you dive it. Now, this one I would have been fine. I'm not going to dive down to 123 feet where I was going when I took this tank out and used it last. But if this would have been like 36% nitrox and I went to one of my favorite dive sites, which is Gilboa, I can't go to the bottom of the deep end on 36% nitrox. So that's where a nitrox analyzer comes in handy. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my videos, and I'm going to start doing more review videos, and I'm going to get a better camera set up and a computer so I can start editing my videos and get better content out to you guys. So please like, subscribe, ask me to do reviews on things. If it's something I've got, I'll do a review on it. If it's something I don't have and you really want to see it, you can let me know and we'll see if we can get it done for you. Thanks.